Hey, tonight on the Game of the Week on the Valley Channel, we've got a good one for you. Mountain Crest plays host to Green Canyon. They are the Wolves headed south to take on the Mustangs. The Mustangs coming off a 35-6 shellacking at the hands of the Logan Grizzlies last week. Mountain Crest has long been known for their defense, but even that's abandoned them this year, so they're giving up almost 30 points per game. The defense is having trouble getting off the field despite a great core of linebackers anchoring that defense. The offense is having trouble staying on the field, only averaging a couple of touchdowns per game. Green Canyon, on the other hand, they won 2 in a row, and then they've dropped their last 3, so they're trying to right the ship as well, and they're having trouble finding the end zone. One of these teams tonight is going to get things going again. Green Canyon or Mountain Crest? We'll find out coming up next on the Game of the Week.
I have been up and down with my weight for my whole life. I've always wanted a body that looks like something very specific in my mind. Even when I was at my best, I never got there.
Today we're hitting the Fusion.
Over the last 3 months, I've lost 33.5 pounds of fat working out on the Fusion CST. I can do a 30-minute workout, and I have done cardio, strength, sweat my ass off, and I'm done for the day.
I'm your iFit trainer. Let's work.
It honestly felt like somebody was in the room encouraging me to push harder.
We're going in 3, 2, 1, let's go.
It felt like this person's attention is literally on me right now.
Who wants those abs? Who wants to
And
work
I'm going to
for 'em?
push myself to not let them down.
We're hitting everything right
I
here.
never thought I would have abs. I look in the mirror and I'm like, oh, there's a couple of abs.
Nice work.
I always had a vision of what I wanted my body to look like. I've achieved that now. And that makes me feel incredibly proud. Thanks to Nordic Track.
Wendy's is saying thanks for making the Junior Bacon Cheeseburger America's #1 bacon cheeseburger by giving you more of what you love. Introducing Wendy's Giant Junior Bacon Cheeseburger. Double the beef, double the bacon, and now it comes in a giant meal for $5 with nuggets, fries, and a drink. There's absolutely nothing junior about it, except the price. Get Wendy's $5 Giant Junior Bacon Cheeseburger meal before it's gone.
Coming into this ball game tonight, Coach Craig Ander of the Green Canyon Wolves is looking for one thing from his team: consistency. Yeah, they've been up and down. They started the season up, 2 big wins, 2-0 start. Hey, looking good. And then they've lost 3 in a row, and in those 3, they've gone from scoring in the 30s down to about 14 points per game. Another problem they've had is turning the ball over. Now, turnovers are always bad, but when you turn it over, can be a killer. Last week against Skyview, Skyview doesn't need any help, right? But Green Canyon, 2 pick sixes in that ball game. One of them as the Wolves are heading toward the end zone for a score that may put them within a touchdown and really turn that game around. Instead, we're going the other way. Skyview's now up 3 scores, and the rest is history. They've done that in a couple other games as well, where they've just turned it over at really bad times. So Coach Anders looking for consistency out of his quarterback, Jake Lundeen, out of his offense especially. And we'll see if they can get it tonight against a Mountain Crest squad that is desperate for a win. They've been on the road quite a bit, and they're back home. And they are a smash-mouth football team. And those kind of teams, well, they're probably the most dangerous when they're down. We'll see what happens tonight on the Game of the Week.
Say the word base. Say the word mess.
Bring back what you've been missing. Bring back Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology. Bring back what you've been missing. Bring back Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology.
The Game of the Week on the Valley Channel is brought to you by Icon Health and Fitness, changing lives with fitness innovation. Wendy's of Cache Valley, it's way better than fast food, it's Wendy's. Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology, bring back what you have been missing. Palmer Home Furnishings, our low overhead means higher quality at lower prices. Aspen Dental, get that gorgeous smile you've always wanted. Custom Fence Company, privacy, security, peace of mind. Anderson Seed and Garden, growing better gardeners. The Logo Shop, we logo stuff, all kinds of stuff. KSM means music. Music is all we do. The Factory Pizzeria, we're open late after the game. And the Valley Channel, Cache Valley's TV station for over 30 years. Welcome to Hyrum, Lennar Miller Field at Mountain Crest High School. Eric Olson along with you as we get set for kickoff. Mountain Crest playing host to Green Canyon. And we're underway as Judson Wells bounces this down inside the 10-yard line, and out of bounds it goes. So it'll be spotted a little bit further upfield, and that's where Jacob Lundeen will bring the Green Canyon offense out onto the field. It's an offense that's averaging 195 yards passing a game, 197 yards rushing per game, for almost 400 total yards, but they're scoring 26.8 points per game, but they're giving up 28. And they've had 10 turnovers, 6 interceptions from Lundeen, 4 fumbles for the offense. And they've come at inopportune times. If there's a such thing as an opportune turnover, they've come at crucial times and really hurt the team. This is going to be spotted out at the 35 because it went out of bounds inside the 10. And that's where Green Canyon will take over. 2-3 on the season, 0-1 in region play against the 1-4 Mountain Crest Mustangs. Lundeen going up top early, looking for the big one. Good coverage out there, and the ball falls incomplete. It was Regan who was the target. Noah Fletcher was step for step with him. The Mustangs in their all orange and the navy helmets with the silver staying on the side, looking sharp. Green Canyon suffering that big loss to Skyview last week. But talking with Coach Ander before the game, he said, you know, we turned it over. 2 pick sixes, 2 going back the other way, trying to make too much happen. And there's a near turnover right there as Lundeen has to go up high to get it. Down he goes. Elijah Jackson was in there along with a bunch of other Mustangs. Coleman Folger was in there as well. And Lundeen loses a yard, and it's 3rd and 11. Somebody's helmet came off, and so they've got to head for the sideline, and that was Lundeen's helmet that came off. So it's 3rd and 11, and Jack Stevens in at quarterback because Lundeen's helmet came off on the play. Stevens throwing underneath, and he one-hops it short of Compton. It would have been short of the first down anyway because Garrett Austin was right there. And it's 3 and out.
And with the 3 and out by the Mustang
for Green Canyon.
Green Canyon will be forced to punt.
Well, not the start Green Canyon wanted. When we talk about consistency in this era of COVID, they've lost a lot of times. Mountain Crest takes a timeout. They haven't had, speaking of Green Canyon, a lot of time where they've all been able to get together and be together as a team to practice. Various kids have had to be in quarantine because a classmate may have tested positive and they were sitting near them, and so they missed time. And same with coaches. I mean, it's what everybody's going through. And it's been one of those things that's hurt the Wolves. On the other side of the ball, you've got the Mountain Crest Mustangs, a team 3 years removed from the state championship game, 2 years removed from the quarterfinals, losing to Orem in both of those games. They were 12-2 in that state championship season, where they lost in the title game. And now the last couple of years have really been a struggle, especially scoring the ball. 18 points per game this year. But their defense has always been their calling card. It's always been a big thing out here in Hyrum. But this year they're giving up 30.5 points per game while only scoring 18.
London's kick goes out of bounds.
Kick goes out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and that's where Mountain Crest will take over. A team that averages 102 rushing yards per game, 97 through the air, for 199 yards per game.
First and 10 on the 47-yard line.
Zeb Benson, number 18, big number 18. Has been the quarterback this season, but it looks, we heard they might be changing things up. And it's Preston Lofthouse that's in there right now. Lofthouse over the middle, pick, we're going the other way. It's Compton. Compton's got blockers and he steps out of bounds inside the 20. So Lofthouse gets the start, he throws a pick, and Green Canyon in business.
After the interception, Green Canyon will take
He ran down inside the 20. They said he stepped out of bounds at the 28.
28-yard line of Mountain Crest.
So as poor as Green Canyon's start was, Mountain Crest was worse. And Lundeen and the Wolves back on the field. They run the little sweep to Caden Stewart.
Off to number 6, Caden
Stewart with a couple of yards.
Swarmed under immediately by a couple of Mountain Crest defenders. Gain of 2 on the play. Ball spotted on the 26-yard line. Will be 2nd and 8.
Lundeen with 4 wide receivers. Peterson in the backfield with him. He's going to give to Peterson. Peterson right up the middle. Gains a yard. And it'll be 3rd and 7 now for Green Canyon. The Mountain Crest defense trying to bow its neck and keep the Wolves out of the end zone after the turnover.
Number 28 for Green Canyon.
Regan and Baker to the near side. Bunch formation to the far side.
Gain of 2 on the play.
Lundeen looks nobody home, so he's going to take off. Nowhere to go as he's taken down by Folger after a 2-yard gain.
Folger of the Mustangs.
Lundeen and Folger one-on-one in an open field, and Folger makes the tackle. 4th and 5. Green Canyon looks like they're going to go ahead and go for it. Kind of in that no man's land. It'd be a 40-yard field goal attempt. That's a pretty long one. So on 4th and 5, Lundeen sends 4 wide receivers out. 1 in motion, Lundeen keeps. Over the top, wide open in the end zone is Baker. Touchdown. No, that's Regan.
Jacob Regan on the reception from London on the play action
First
fly sweep. Skinny post
completion
middle, good for
by
a
Lundeen is
touchdown.
good for 23 yards and a touchdown on 4th and 5.
Extra point on to attempt the extra point for Green Canyon. Number 10, Carson Gerber.
Kick up, kick good, 7-0. Green Canyon with the lead with 9:39 to play in the first quarter.
7, Green Canyon, Mount Crest 0.
Nobody does bacon like Wendy's. And now, we're bringing you the Big Bacon Classic. Made with fresh, never frozen beef, topped with hot and crispy bacon. So if you're not getting your bacon cheeseburger from Wendy's, what are you getting? If you want bacon done right, we got you with the Big Bacon Classic. What are you waiting for?
So the Mustangs turn it over on their first offensive play, and Green Canyon cashes in. After Mountain Crest shuts down the run, the Wolves go over the top. And the Mustangs had trouble last week at Logan against the pass. And Regan was running wide open, their leading receiver, and no one went with him. Blown coverage. Lundeen just had to hang it out there for him. Kick's going to go out of the end zone, and Mountain Crest will regroup offensively, and it looks like Zeb Benson's coming out there now. That's a tough one for Lofthouse, the junior. He comes in, he gets one play, and well, he's coming back on. So Benson's out there as well, but I think Lofthouse, it's not so tough. They're going to stick with him. Well, good for him. Lofthouse is going to give it to Jackson. Jackson looking for running room, spins and churns forward for 2.
Elijah Jackson sweeps around the left edge, picks up a couple of hard yards. Ball will be spotted on the 22-yard line, brings up a 2nd and 8 for the Mustangs.
I thought it was Benson out there with 18, but it's actually 15. Folger. Folger. His jersey was kind of bunched up. Veeder in the backfield with Lofthouse. Lofthouse rolling. In trouble as Regan comes after him. And there's a flag, and there's going to be probably Veeder getting hit as the ball was uncatchable.
Emilio Veeder, pressure by number 11, Jacob Regan. We have a flag.
And see if it's an unnecessary roughness penalty on Green Canyon. Wait for him to decide. Yeah, it's decided. And it's a personal foul. Ooh, a targeting call.
Personal foul, targeting is the call.
So Green Canyon gives up 15 off the penalty. And the Mustangs with a new set of downs.
Brings up a first down for the
Instead of 3rd and 8, it's 1st and 10 out at the 37-yard line. Oswald brings the play in, and Veeder will head to the sideline. Lefebvre to the outside, 2 other receivers inside him, and Lofthouse is going to keep it. Lofthouse. Ball's free.
Lofthouse and the quarterback.
See if he was down first. Green Canyon says they have it. And they do.
It is a fumble.
2 possessions, 2 turnovers for the Mustangs to start this game. And Green Canyon already leading 7-0 with 8:44 to play in the first quarter will take over at the 42-yard line.
After the turnover, Green Canyon will take over on the Mountain Crest 42-yard line, where it will be 1st and 10.
And Lundeen saunters onto the field. 3 receivers to this near side, 1 to the far side. And Peterson in the backfield with him. Peterson's going to stay in. Lundeen's looking for the big one. And we got a flag. Oh, goodness. I think they're going to flag Fletcher for a defensive hold. It was kind of a double move type of thing, and Fletcher put a hand out as the receiver ran past him. It wasn't much. And that's the call. It wasn't much, but we're sitting way up here. Yeah, he called pass interference.
Pass interference is the call against the Mustangs.
We're up here trying to decide whether he called pass interference and hold. I thought he was going to call a hold, but he called pass interference. It looked more like a hold as he just kind of reached out as that receiver made that move around him, but it's 15 yards. And now they're inside the 30 is Green Canyon. Lundeen in trouble. Puts the stiff arm on, and down goes one of the Mustangs, and as Lundeen's clear throwing clear down inside the 5, and it's incomplete, and whoever was chasing down Lundeen has hurt his knee.
Defense for Mountain Crest, Garrett Austin. We do have an injury on the field.
He got to Lundeen. Lundeen put a hand out, and you could see his leg kind of planted awkwardly, whoever it was, and then he hit the ground
Medical coverage of tonight's game is provided
and
by
had
local
both hands on his knee, and he rolled 3 or 4 yards.
official medical provider
As
of
Lundeen threw
Mustang
incomplete.
Athletics.
See if we can see who it is. And they're going to bring the team to the sideline. I'm going to ask these guys next to me here. Did you guys see who that is that's down? Did you get a number? So he hurt something pretty good. You saw his leg. He had it out and straight, and then he got that stiff arm, and then his leg just kind of buckled underneath him, and he hit the ground holding his knee. And let's see who it is. Tyson Croft, number 17, senior tight end, linebacker, defensive tackle. He plays a lot, and it's good that he's up putting some pressure on it and walking off. And you hope that he's okay, maybe just sprained something. 2nd and 10 now after all of that. Lundeen gives, and there's nowhere to go for Stewart as Veter is there.
Caden Stewart, the ball carrier, dropped for about an 8-yard loss to bring up a 3rd and 18 for the Wolves.
6-yard loss for Stewart, and it's 3rd and long for Green Canyon. 3rd and about 17. Just under 8 minutes to play in an eventful first quarter. A lot of stuff going on for a scoreless game. Well, scoreless for Mountain Crest. It's 7-0 as Green Canyon found the end zone on 4th down. Here's 3rd and long, and Lundeen can't find an opening. And Mountain Crest doing the job against the run here tonight, that's for sure.
Elijah Jackson on the stop for the
Lundeen maybe a yard as they move the ball forward.
And
they call Elijah Jackson's name. They'll call that name a lot defensively. And they're going to go for it on 4th and 15. And that looks like an offsides penalty. For sure. So it's going to be 4th and 10 instead.
Defense offsides.
It was one of the interior linemen. He got his pound of flesh. He got his money's worth on that one. Green Canyon's had wins against Tooele and Box Elder. We did that Box Elder game. That was an exciting one. Losses at Stansbury at home against Morgan and against Skyview last week. You can kind of see Skyview. You can see Stansbury. Stansbury's a very good team. Morgan was a little bit of a head scratcher. Lundeen going down the sideline into the end zone. Defender's there. Ball is there. Receiver's there. And it's incomplete. Fletcher gets a hand in there. I mean, Lundeen put it right in there, and Fletcher reached in and knocked it away at the last second.
For the Mustang defense. Mountain Crest will take over on down.
And Mountain Crest takes over.
Mountain Crest would like to thank their
Lundeen started this game 1 for 4 for 23 yards and a touchdown. And the Mustang offense has had 2 possessions. They've turned it over twice.
Fox Pest Control and Hart Flooring. Thank you for your support.
Throwing a little late across the middle is Lofthouse. And we're probably going to get another targeting call. Lofthouse had trouble with the snap. And he fired it on the little slant to Lopez. And Lopez was walloped. And I wonder if we're going to get another targeting. Personal foul targeting.
Personal foul targeting is the call again on Green Canyon.
So if somebody's getting hit high tonight, it may get a flag. And after the incompletion, the penalty gives him 15 more yards. They're out almost to midfield.
After the penalty, the ball's
Lopez looked like he caught it initially. As soon as he was hit, he dropped it. Lofthouse just gets it off. And Jackson spins forward for 3. I mean, Green Canyon was in the backfield so fast that Lofthouse, he reverses out of there, fakes the pitch, and then hands off on the inside give. And he had a guy around his waist off the fake. Second and 7 as Lopez will head off. Veter in the backfield. And here goes Jackson motioning into the backfield. They're going to give to Veter. He's got a seam, and he's up near the first down. He's going to be about a yard short. Veter with his first carry of the night.
Advances the ball to the 49-yard line of Green Canyon, where it will be 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1 for Mountain Crest. That's a win to get to 3rd down, because they've turned it over twice tonight before they could even get to 3rd down. Third and a yard, everybody up for Green Canyon. Here's the give to Veter, and he's hitting the backfield. Looks like he had a little bit of trouble
stood up behind the line of scrimmage.
On the handoff.
Loss of 3.
And he loses a couple of yards. And now it's 4th down and 3. Folger's coming on. He's been the punter. Oswald will come on with him. Cooper, Gardner, and Veter come to the sideline. They're lining up like they're going to go for it. On 4th and 3. See if they try to draw Green Canyon off sides. Lofthouse keeps it, and they got a man wide open, and Lofthouse had to get rid of it early because Regan came on late pressure, and they turn it over on downs. He had Jackson so wide open that's probably 6. And Green Canyon dodges a bullet. Mountain Crest can't convert on 4th and 3 near midfield. 7-0 Green Canyon with 4:29 to play in the first quarter. Wow. There's another problem with the snap. And Veter there to gobble up Peterson. No gain for Peterson.
Landon Peterson, the ball carrier for Green Canyon.
7 carries for 7 yards for Green Canyon on the ground.
Elijah Jackson brings up a 2nd and 10 after no gain. Mount Crest would like to thank their other gold sponsors, Hyrum Medical, Immaculate Construction.
Kropf, who was hurt earlier, is down on the trainer's table, and they've been looking at that lower leg of his. Doesn't look like he's coming back in anytime soon. Lundeen flushed. He's got some running room in front of him. Not long as Jackson makes him change direction. And Veter's there as well as a couple other Mustangs.
42-yard line, where it'll be 3rd and 3 for the Wolves.
One of those other Mustangs is Stockton Nielsen. 7-yard run by Lundin. It's 3rd and 3. Coach Lee told me before the first game of the season, he said, you keep your eye on Stockton Nielsen. And every time we've watched Mountain Crest play, it seems like defensively Nielsen's in there every play. Between him and Veeder and Jackson, that's a good group of linebackers. And you got Folger playing at the other end, like a stand-up type. Here's the give inside, and Peterson has a hole. It closes in a hurry, but he's got a first down.
The ball carrier for Green Canyon pops up the middle of the line off the right side. Tackle made by number 2, Terrell Lee. But not until picking up a first down. Ball will be spotted at the Mountain Crest 37-yard line.
Lundin's going to keep making guys miss, and he stumbles forward to the 31.
On the inside.
Pickup of 6.
Gain of 6 on the play. The ball will be
Lundin's now got 15 yards on 5 carries. There's 1 or 2.5 minutes to play in the first quarter. It's homecoming here in Hyrum. Peterson with Lundin in the backfield and 4 wide receivers. Peterson stays in the block. Lundin going over to the top to Regan, and Regan can't come up with it. He threw that little back shoulder pass. That is so hard to defend because the receiver sees it coming and can stop, and the corner either runs past it or runs into the receiver and draws the flag. And a good job by Lefevre right there to avoid the flag. And Lundin is 1 for 5.
3rd and 4 for Green Canyon.
On 3rd down and 4. Give to Peterson. He's not going to get there. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it.
Number 72, Martin Vasquez.
1 for 5 on 3rd downs for Green Canyon. They're 1 of 2 on 4th down. And they're going to go for it here on 4th and 4. Regan, the lone receiver to this side. Mountain Crest needs to watch the ball. They got drawn off sides earlier by Lundin. Lundin waiting. Finds an opening. Here's a flag. It's coming back. Lundin's got the first down. He picked up almost 10, about 10. But there's a flag back at the line of scrimmage, and this one's coming back. Thrown right at the feet of one of those offensive linemen. And you know what that means, yep, holding. Green Canyon, 3 penalties on the night. That's 3 penalties for 40 total yards. And that one was right about the line of scrimmage, so now it's 4th and 14, 4th and 15. Now we'll see if Lundin kicks it away. At the 42-yard line. He's the punter. He can kick it. He looks like he's going to throw it. He stays alive, and he unloads. And it's just about caught. But just about doesn't count in football. And the Mustangs take over. In good field position at the 42-yard line. Lundin stood back there, kind of moved around in the pocket. Mountain Crest did a good job keeping their rush lanes, keeping integrity there as they were coming up the field, trying to keep Lundin corralled. They weren't coming at him just with their hair on fire. They were trying to get the pressure, but they were staying in their lanes so that a door didn't open for Lundin to escape out of.
Firehouse Pizza, Brick Basin Graphics, Highmark Construction, JBS Swift, and the Lawn Doctor. Thank you for your support.
Lofthouse looks for an opening. He's got one. Lofthouse out to about the 48-yard line. Pickup of 6 as we're under a minute to play in the first quarter. Tackle made by number 14, McCade Hellstrom of the Wolves.
Gain of 6 on the play. It'll be a 2nd and 4 for Mountain
Second and
Crest.
4 for the Mustangs. 7-0 Green Canyon as they had the early touchdown after the turnover. Mountain Crest has turned it over twice, but only trails by a touchdown. They're out near midfield. They've turned it over on downs once as well. Lofthouse runs his receiver right into a big hit.
Lofthouse throws a pass on the money for number 16. Landed Buse.
Buse caught
Ball's
it,
knocked out.
and he dropped it. I thought he caught it, but they're saying nope, he dropped it. So it's 3rd down.
Jacob London on the hit for the Wolves. Brings up a 3rd and 4.
It was
for Mountain
Lundeen
Crest.
on the hit. 3rd and 4 for Mountain Crest. They need the 48 of Green Canyon. They're on their own 48 with 25 seconds to play in a 7-0 ball game. Green Canyon has the lead. Jackson puts his head down and just jackhammers his way for 5 yards and a 1st down.
Mountain Crest powers the ball forward. Picks up the 1st down.
Lefevre replaces Lopez, and the Mustangs are in business with a new set of downs
On the stop for Green Canyon.
at the Green Canyon 47, and they're not going to run a play. They're going to head for the sideline because that's the end of the 1st quarter. Green Canyon 7, Mountain Crest nothing. You're watching the game of the week on the Valley Channel.
Mountain Crest would like to thank their other silver sponsors, Lefevre Chiropractic, Logan Oral Surgery.
Twelve minutes in the books here in Hyrum, and Mountain Crest trails Green Canyon 7-0. Eric Olson along with you on a
Mountain
beautiful
Crest would like to thank their
September evening. Boy, the canyon. I went through there today, went through there last week, and what a difference a week makes. Beautiful up there. The leaves are changing. And here the wind is starting to pick up. The flagpole, you look at the flag in the south end zone, the wind coming out of the south. Lofthouse going to throw a little swing out to Veeder. Veeder looking for some space, has a little bit.
Swing pass from Lofthouse, advances the ball to the 44-yard line. Pushed out of bounds by number 4.
Pick up of 4, and Lofthouse gets his first completion.
Picks up 4 yards. Will bring up 2nd and 6 for the Mustangs.
Now he's seen the ball go into a receiver's hands and stay there. See if that gets Lofthouse going. Mountain Crest has lost to Salem Hills 34-8. Wasatch 20-6. They lost to Bonneville. They won at Bonneville at Idaho. And that was their only win. Here's a give up inside. And a good run, enough for a 1st down. That's Oswald. Pickup of 8.
Camden Oswald, the ball carrier, gains up some tough yards up the middle. Tackle made by Cordell Coat. Until Oswald picks up the Mountain Crest 1st down. It'll be ball will be
Terrell
spotted
Lee
at the
comes to the
Green
sideline.
Canyon 37-yard line.
Ran the play in with a receiver.
Preston out of the shotgun trick formation, takes the ball off the left side.
Pickup of 7.
Advances the ball down
On
to
the run.
29-yard line. Big gainer by the Mustang offensive line. Number 34, Benjamin Salmon on the spot for the Wolves. Brings up a 2nd down and 3 for the Mustangs.
2nd and 3 from Mountain Crest as they try to tie up this ball game. Lofthouse with 2 backs in the backfield with him in a pistol formation. Lofthouse is going to run. Breaks a couple of tackles and he's in the clear. Lofthouse walloped out of bounds inside the 10. 21 yards for Preston Lofthouse. 3 carries, 34 yards for Lofthouse. The junior had a tough start. Threw a pick on the first play, offensive play of the game for Mountain Crest, and then fumbled it on their next possession. And now on this drive, he's had a couple of nice runs and thrown his first completion. 10:36 to play in the first half. Mountain Crest looking for the equalizer. They're going to run a little end around. Terrell Lee looking for the pylon. Touchdown! Flag coming in late. There's a flag back at the 1-yard line. And it's probably, where they threw that, it's probably going to be on Mountain Crest. Let's see. Holding on the Mustangs. And it happened on the 1-yard line, which means it'll be back at the 11.
Hanky on the field. Holding is the call.
Third penalty of the game for Mountain Crest. So instead of a game-tying PAT, we're going to do it again. And it's first and goal at the 12 instead of the 9.
Holding occurred on the 2-yard line, so it will still be first and goal. Ball will be spotted on the 12.
I don't think the clock started on that play. Oh, yeah, it did. It was 10:39. So the Mustangs just going smash mouth here on this drive. They've thrown it once. Everything else has been running. Lofthouse. And somebody moved early. They stopped the play, and the Mustangs going the wrong way. Had a lot of action on that one. They were faking the fly sweep and then handing it back inside to Oswald. And it looked like they may have had a little bit of a crease on the left side of that line. Instead, they're backing up, and it's first and goal from the 17.
Mustang fans, if you see Athletic Director Kevin Anderson, it is his birthday. Wish him a happy 51st birthday to Kevin Anderson.
They're going to run the same type of motion. They run the same play. Oswald cuts back inside, down inside the 10-yard line. And they're going to spot him right at the 10, a 7-yard run for Oswald. Now all of a sudden, the run game starting to click for the Mustangs.
Green Canyon brings up second and goal from the 10-yard line.
63 yards rushing on 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 carries. So about 6.3 yards per carry. Here comes, that's Benson. And Lofthouse coming out? Nope. Lee is coming out. So Zeb Benson has been the quarterback. Gosh, unless that's the 19 again. I can't tell with those jerseys. He's on this near side. Lofthouse, nobody to fake it to, so he keeps it. Looking for the corner. Stepping inside. Down inside the 5.
Lofthouse keeps the ball on the sweep around the right side.
He's at the 2. It's 8 yards for Lofthouse. It's third and goal.
Ruled out of bounds at the 2. First out of bounds by number 4, Carter.
And he showed a little bit of burst.
Brings up a third and goal from the 2-yard line.
So the Mustangs third and goal of the 2, and you got to think it's probably 4 down territory for Mountain Crest. They trail 7-0. Jumbo package in the backfield. Head down. Touchdown. Oswald.
Good play, first touchdown.
Now they can shoot off the fireworks and mean it.
Attempting the extra point for Mount Crest, number 70, Judson Wells.
Judson Wells is the kicker. Wells' kick is blocked. We got a
Kick is
flag.
blocked.
I think we got a flag, so hang on.
Flag down on the play.
It's a sideline warning. It's on Mount Crest. So,
Against the
with
Mustangs.
9:24 to play in the ball game, Green Canyon still leads 7-6 and not in the ball game in the first quarter.
Green Canyon with 9.5 minutes.
We started Palmer Home Furnishings 17 years ago on 10th West, and we started Mountain Ridge Furniture a couple years ago out here on the highway in Providence. And recently, kind of out of the blue, not really planned, we had somebody purchase our building on 10th West. The result was for us to merge the two businesses and bring it all into one out here in Providence. 3 blocks south of Macy's out here on the highway. You can't miss it. If you drive on the highway in Providence, you can't miss it.
Back at Mountain Crest High School, Oswald gets the score. Lofthouse picked up a lot of the yards to get him down into scoring position. He had runs of 7, 21, and 8. 42 yards on 4 carries for Lofthouse. Trying to make amends for his 2 early turnovers as he gets the start tonight over Benson, who'd been starting through the season to this point. Wells will kick off. The PAT was blocked. Wells going to kick this one high and short. And it's returned down to the 26. And that's where Green Canyon takes over, leading by a point, 7-6 with 9:19 to play in the first half. I think before the break I said in the game, I'm fast forwarding in my mind. Come on.
7-yard line will be first and 10. Mount Crest would like to thank their bronze.
That was a pretty good drive by Mountain Crest. Looked like they were in rhythm. They were just playing smash mouth football. Green Canyon hasn't looked like they've found a rhythm yet in this one, but they lead 7-6. Peterson with a good run to start this drive. And he picks up 5 yards. Mountain Crest has done a good job shutting down the Green Canyon run game. Lundeen in trouble, off his back foot, throws it complete. First down. 6 yards to Baker.
Lundeen passes the ball over the middle to number 16, Kyle Baker. But that brought down by Emilio Veeder.
Veeder on the tackle, and the Wolves have a new set of downs. Lundeen. Double move, he's got a man if he can get it out there. He does! Is that Regan? He's down inside the 5-yard line.
Regan, the receiver, puts the ball down to the 4-yard line.
58 yards.
Touchdown is prevented by number 1, Nick Lefevre.
Regan, 2 catches, 81 yards. And we got a flag on the play. I can't see it. I don't see it, but it looks like it's coming back. Must be, yeah, it's over on the far sideline. It was over on the far sideline by the first down stick was where the flag was. I saw the official pick it up. I couldn't see it on the field. Oh, this is the ineligible man downfield. So the Mustangs.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Had a covered receiver releasing downfield, which is frowned upon in the game of football.
The Mustangs dodge a huge bullet. And Green Canyon.
After the penalty, the ball will be spotted.
Can't be happy about that. So this one's going to go way back. I mean, this is not. This is more than just a little penalty. That must not have been an ineligible man, because that was. They backed him up 15 yards. Yeah, I think it was illegal participation. We're talking about it here. So they either had one too many people or something happened. That ended up being a 15-yard penalty, and then on the run there, nothing doing. And it's 2nd and 25.
Carry stopped by the Mustangs. 2nd and long for Green Canyon.
Mount Crest has done a good job keeping Lundeen bottled up. He has to jump out of the pocket again, somehow gets away. Still alive, and they finally wrap him up clear back at the 16-yard line. It's a 7-yard loss.
7-yard loss on the play.
And now it's 3rd down and 32. And Green Canyon is 1 of 5 on 3rd downs.
And a bus ride.
If you're Mountain Crest, you don't let anybody behind you. 5-man rush coming after Lundeen. Hit as he throws, and it's incomplete. Boy, Lundeen got whacked. He didn't hit the dirt. If he did, he got up fast. And now it's 4th and a bunch.
Leader on the coverage for the Mustangs. Brings up a 4th and long, and Green Canyon.
And Lundeen's the punter, so he'll back up.
Is back to punt, back to receive for Mountain Crest, number 2.
And now he huddles his guys up.
7, Tony Lopez.
Lee and Lopez back near midfield for Mountain Crest. Lundeen with a low line driver gets a good hop. And it goes out of bounds at about the 35-yard line. Let's see, 35-yard line is where it goes out.
Mountain Crest will take over 1st and 10 with 6:55 remaining.
And the Mustangs, trailing by a point, get the ball back with 6:55 to play in this first half. Homecoming in Hyrum. And the Mustangs would like to get their 2nd win of the season and their 1st win in region play.
Thompson Family Orthopedics and Windward Financial Company.
Green Canyon also looking for a region win. They're 2 and 3 overall on the season. Lofthouse unloads. Oswald making guys miss. He's out to the 42-yard line. 7-yard gain.
Number 18, Mason Anderson on the tackle for Green Canyon. The ball's advanced to the 42-yard line. Gain of 7 on the play, bring up 2nd and 3 for
It's kind of what Mountain Crest did on the last possession. Little dink and dunk pass here and there, but most of it was running. They've got the defense spread out now. Lofthouse is going to follow Oswald. Puts his head down, and he's got the 1st down. 4 yards on 2nd and 3 for Lofthouse.
The left side. Picks up the 1st down. Number 11 making the stop, Jacob Regan.
Benson brings the play in. So Benson's not playing quarterback tonight, but he's getting plenty of reps with the offense. Lofthouse takes over at QB, and Benson spreads wide to the left. 2 receivers that side and 2 this side. Veter's in the backfield with Lofthouse. Low snap, swinging out to Veter. Veter puts his foot in the ground and
Takes
The ball's
a shot
free.
to the helmet. The ball pops out.
Green Canyon ball. Third turnover of the half for Mountain Crest.
Catch and a fumble.
All of them on their own side of the field.
Recovered by number 2, Jackson Curtis.
First down at the 48-yard line for Green Canyon. Kind of looked like he was down. I'm a long way away. But he must have been
After the turnover,
juggling
Green
it as he
Canyon took over at
went
the
down, 'cause,
48-yard line.
I mean, I thought he was down. That's the second fumble of the night. Lundeen finally gets some running room. Lundeen inside the 30 down to the 29-yard line.
Lundeen spread
19
the
yards for
side.
Lundeen.
Takes up about 20. Okay, now
They've held Lundeen, kept Lundeen in check. 27 yards on 7 carries. And that was his biggest one of the night. It was 19 yards. Here's a give to Peterson. Peterson making guys miss. Peterson finally
takes the
tripped up
ball
inside the
together.
15.
dodges a couple of tackles. Brought down
16-yard run for Peterson.
by Garrett Austin, number 3. But the ball's advanced to the 13-yard line. It'll be first down, Green Canyon.
Those last 2 runs were more than Green Canyon, rushing yardage than Green Canyon had all night. So Green Canyon found something there. See if they go back to it. 4 wide receivers. Give it to Peterson. Gets down to the 10.
Peterson gets the ball over the left of center, swarmed immediately by Mustangs.
Green Canyon leading by a point, 7-6 with 4.5 minutes to play in the first half. After the turnover, Green Canyon looking for more. 3 turnovers in this game so far by Mountain Crest. Green Canyon scored 7 points, and they're looking for more. Lundeen all the way to the sideline, throws a pick.
Lundeen scrambles around the right side. Under some pressure, throws an interception in the back of the end zone.
And those are the kind of turnovers
Number 1, Nick Vaquero,
that the Green Canyon coaching staff are trying to avoid. And Lundeen has supreme confidence in his abilities, but sometimes you just need to know when to take a loss and fight another day. You just throw it in the dirt at your receiver's feet if there's nobody there, or just run out of bounds, whatever. But there, instead of a score to extend your lead, now you've turned it back over, and Mountain Crest will take over at their own 5-yard line.
Oswald takes the
A
ball.
yard
to the
for
outside,
Oswald.
Tries to bounce outside. Stopped immediately by a pack of Wolves. Gain of a half a yard on the play. Brings up a 2nd and 9. Excellent work by the chain gang.
Jackson's going to head to the sideline, so is
Dave
Folger.
Clark at the tip of the hat.
Lopez
That would be Dr. Dave Clark to all of you.
comes on, and so does Benson. They're going to have to hurry to get this play off. 3:30 to play, and now the back judge is counting, so they're going to have to use a timeout. Mountain Crest uses a timeout. They didn't get out of the huddle until the back judge was on 3, and he only counts to 5. 3:26 to play in this first half. Turnovers left, right, and center. 3 for Mountain Crest, 1 for Green Canyon. Green Canyon with that 1-point lead. What a crazy, crazy game this one's been so far. Bear River and Logan are going at it. Last night it was Ridgeline and Skyview. Logan leading Bear River. That one's probably in the second quarter by now. 7-0 was the last score we had out of that one late in the first quarter. Skyview escaped from Ridgeline with the 17-14 win. A couple of pretty good ball clubs going at it in that one. 2nd and 9. Lofthouse gets late pressure, finds his man, and he overthrows it. Oh, he had Lopez crossing. He had him right there in space, had a first down, had a little bit more. Lofthouse didn't get his shoulders around. You know, he's on the move. You try to get those shoulders around and get your feet right. And he sails it a little bit. Lofthouse getting his first start tonight. He's turned it over a couple of times. He's 3 for 6 for 15 yards. And now he's looking at 3rd down and 9, deep in his own territory. The Mustang defense came up with a turnover. And Lofthouse is on the move again. Lofthouse decides he's going to keep it. A lot of running for what looks like a no gain.
Loss of 1 on the play. 4th and 10.
4th
Mountain Crest will
and 9, and the Mustangs will have to punt. He stayed in bounds, so the clock runs with 2:50 to play in this first half.
Tony Folger back is punting for the Mustangs. Back to receive. Number 2,
Jackson Curtis
for Green Canyon.
Back near midfield. Giving a lot of respect to the punter. You're going to have to call timeout again. Is Mountain Crest going to call timeout again?
Officials timeout on the play.
Nope, official timeout. Well, they called something on Green Canyon. So it's a 5-yard penalty on Green Canyon.
5-yard illegal participation.
Yeah, somebody
brings up a 4th and 5.
Somebody on the field that shouldn't have been. For Green Canyon, that's 5 penalties. High kick, short kick, takes a pretty good bounce, takes a really good bounce. It's going to end up on the Green Canyon side of the field at the 48-yard line.
Low snap, short kick, takes a great bounce.
42 yards on the kick.
Green Canyon, where the Wolves will take over 1st and 10 with
and the Wolves
remaining.
Get the ball back. They lead by a point. There's 2:19 on the clock. Watched Craig Ander long enough to know that he's not going to get all conservative. He'll absolutely try to score before the half here. Bunch formation on the far side. Lundeen fakes the pitch. Steps out of a tackle. And picks up 5.
Cuts it back inside. Terrell Lee on the tackle.
Lundeen now 32 yards on 8 carries, 4 yards a carry. Gives it off to Peterson. Peterson fighting his way for the first down to the 40-yard line. He picks up 7. Peterson's getting going now. He's got 35 yards on 9 carries.
On the stop, but not until Green Canyon picks up the first down. 1st and 10 on the 41-yard line for the Wolves.
1:40 to play in the half. Lundeen fakes the pitch, keeps it, and loses 2.
Goes nowhere, loss of 2 on the play. Number 44, Avery Wells, the first Mustang to the ball. We have a timeout on the field called by Green Canyon.
Avery Wells, defensive tackle, gets a hold of Lundeen, and a timeout on the field with 1:34 to play in the first half. And Green Canyon leading by a point. They've got 2nd down and 12. when play resumes. So Lundin with 34 yards rushing, Peterson with 35. And then 4 yards for Stewart on 2 carries. 73 yards rushing, 29 yards through the air for Lundin, and a pick. Lundin, 83 for 183 of 133 for 62%, 970 yards, 8 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, about 12 yards per reception. And it's 2nd and 12. Lundin in trouble. Reverses out of there. Looks for a block. Doesn't get one. Doesn't matter. First down. 16 yards for Lundin on a broken play. He's got 50 yards rushing now. 120 to play. Lundin, pressure from the backside, unloads, finds his man on the move. Compton. Compton down at the 19.
Put out by number 2, Terrell Lee. Ball's moved down to the 14-yard line, another first down.
Check that, it's down to the 14.
With 1:13 on the clock.
We set the ball. And the defense called on once again. Try to keep this thing close. They throw out underneath and a pickup of about 4.
To number 4, Carter Compton. Tackled immediately. Number 1, Nick Lefevre. Gain of 4.
Lefevre on the tackle, 2nd down and 6 at the 11-yard line.
Out of the empty formation.
Lundin grabbed from the backside, down he goes. 3 Mustangs there to bring Lundin down. Nielsen, Veter, or 2 of them, surprise.
Loss on the play brings up a 3rd and 7 for Green Canyon.
2-yard loss for Lundin. And it's 3rd down and 7 with 48 seconds to play in the first half. You're down about the 12-yard line. If you don't pick up the first down or score, now do you kick a field goal if you're Green Canyon? I'm sure Craig Anders thinking touchdown, obviously, but a field goal gives you the 4-point lead. Mountain Crest has had their offenses gotten going better since after their first 2 possessions where they were having all sorts of trouble. Green Canyon's got their rushing game going. Just in the last 2 possessions, they couldn't pick up a yard if the Mustangs spotted them 2 feet in the first.
Timeout called by the Mustangs.
Really, the first quarter and a half. And just now, all of a sudden, in the last couple of possessions, they've started to find some openings in that run game. 88 yards rushing between Peterson and Lundin. 48 for Lundin and 83 yards rushing, 35 for Peterson. 3 turnovers for Mountain Crest, 1 for Green Canyon. Green Canyon's lone touchdown came off Mountain Crest turnover. Mountain Crest has been able to keep them off the scoreboard after the other 2. So the Mustangs took a timeout here. Both teams talk about it, and this is a huge possession. Mountain Crest gets the ball back to start the second half. And they'd love to be able to come back out looking at only a 1-point deficit rather than 4 or 8. Lundeen steps back, going for the end zone's got a man, and he overthrows him. He led him just a little bit. It was a little high and wide. His receiver got a hand on it, but couldn't pull it in. I think that was Regan. And you don't see Regan drop many.
3rd and 7 for Green Canyon.
So Green Canyon's going to try the field goal with 42 and a half to play in this first half. Carson Gerber
28 yards
from 28.
The kick is up.
It was dying, but it made its way through.
Gerber with the 28-yard kick.
And it's 10-6.
Left brings the score to Green Canyon.
Green
10,
Canyon
Mountain
extends
Crest
their
6.
lead. The Mustangs keep Green Canyon out of the end zone again, but they give up 3 points. And now Mountain Crest, not exactly a quick strike offense, will have the ball back with 37 and a half seconds to play in this first half. Mountain Crest kept Lundeen bottled up most of this first half, and he's just kind of broken out in the last couple of possessions. Logan leads Bear River 14-3 at the half.
Number 2, Terrell Lee, and number 6, Emilio Veter, now back to return the kickoff.
Let's see if Green Canyon
Lundeen kicking off.
kicks this away, or they try
Green
something
Canyon.
a little sneaky. Mountain Crest looks like they're getting ready for something sneaky. Lundeen's going to kick it away, and it's going to go out of the end zone.
Lundeen kicks the ball out the back of the end zone. Mountain Crest will take over on the 20.
The Mustangs take over on the 20-yard line. 37 seconds left in the half. I expect Mountain Crest to just pound it a couple of times and get into the locker room. But hey, you never know. Lofthouse making his first start. 3 of 6 for 15 yards. A little bit of confusion with the receivers. Now they got them all squared away. Now they're going to throw it. Lofthouse in trouble. Down he goes. 5-yard loss. It's Regan. Lofthouse got away from him once. It wasn't Regan. He got away from him once.
With some hustle.
Couldn't get away from him the second time.
Loss of 6 on the play.
6-yard loss for Lofthouse.
And we will take this to the locker room.
And that's the end of the first half.
At the end of the first
10-6,
half,
low-scoring
Green
first
Canyon
half here in
10-6.
Hyrum. Green Canyon leads Mountain Crest on the game of the week.
So, you bought your computer from one of those big box stores, or online, and now it's really slow, or just not working right.
Target acquired.
PCs Unlimited can fix it. Fixing computers is what we do, and we've been doing it for over 20 years. Service, repair, diagnostics, networking, upgrades, system and data recovery, all your computer needs. Our prices are low, and our customer service is the best. You won't get help from the big box or online. Come see the professionals at PCs Unlimited.
The whole game, I don't hear anybody in the crowd. It's just me and the pitcher out there. Sometimes I'll hear a coach off to the side give a clap. Then I know that that runner is going to steal. So then I give the pitcher the sign. Baseball has just been my one constant through my life. It's harder to be a catcher than any other position. We have to be a lot more vocal, leaders of the team, and there's so much more time spent in the bullpen catching pitchers. It's always my fault if something happens. I feel 100% responsible.
I always hear him say he wants to play competitive baseball as long as possible, but ultimately go into the medical profession.
I teach myself organic chemistry for fun just because I think it's fascinating. I do a lot of backyard experiments.
He teaches me chemistry. He's like, so my head is the nucleus and these are the electrons and they're moving around.
ZoomTech is the LLC that I created for biotech devices. I want to help prevent or test breast cancer in the future.
Both of my sisters had breast cancer, and so when Karsten was a toddler, I decided to have preventative double mastectomies, and he was always by my side.
It's just always made me want to raise awareness of breast cancer and help other women fight through it. Definitely something that I think about because I know that I'm a carrier for the gene and it could go through my family or to my sister.
I don't like to admit it, but I brag about him a lot. Oh, there's my brother.
He's bright, he's inventive, compassionate. I'm very sentimental.
Naturally, I think, want to be successful and just pursue things that I think are interesting and take it to the maximum level. Especially with like breast cancer, I want to help as many people as I can. And I'm not going to let failures deter me.
The Game of the Week on the Valley Channel is brought to you by Icon Health and Fitness, changing lives with fitness innovation. Wendy's of Cache Valley, it's way better than fast food, it's Wendy's. Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology, bring back what you have been missing. Palmer Home Furnishings, our low overhead means higher quality at lower prices. Aspen Dental, get that gorgeous smile you've always wanted. Custom Fence Company, privacy, security, peace of mind. Anderson Seed and Garden, growing better gardeners. The Logo Shop, we logo stuff, all kinds of stuff. KSM means music, music is all we do. The Factory Pizzeria, we're open late after the game. And the Valley Channel, Cache Valley's TV station for over 30 years. Back at Mountain Crest High School, Eric Olson along with you as we get ready to start the second half. A little bit longer than usual halftime as they have homecoming here at Mountain Crest. The team's back out on the field. You can hear the Mountain Crest faithful as the team out there getting them fired up. Mountain Crest will get the ball to start the second half. They trail 10-6. 3 turnovers for the Mustangs and a missed PAT. And they're only down by 4 points, so that's something. And Green Canyon, you've been able to garner 3 turnovers. The other team's missed a PAT, and you're only up by 4 points. That's what they had to deal with in their locker room. We'll see what these teams did to change things up at the half. Both teams kind of got the running game going as the half wore on. Mountain Crest gets the ball first, that first possession of the second half. So important to set the tempo for the second half. And Jake Lundeen, he does a little bit of everything. At halftime, he sold some popcorn. He's the kicker, he's the punter, he's the quarterback, he plays defense. Great athlete. Logan was leading Bear River 14-3 at the half. Mountain Crest in the first half, 72 yards rushing, 15 yards passing for 87 total yards. Green Canyon had 131 total yards, 87 on the ground and 44 through the air. Lofthouse got the start in this one. He's there to start this second half. The inside give is at Oswald, who was hit in the backfield and somehow popped forward for a gain of almost 3.
Crest and Lofthouse on the carry. Gain of 2 on the play brings up 2nd and 8 for Mountain Crest.
So the Mustangs taking a long time to get this play in. It was a gain of 2. And Lofthouse will throw it out to Benson.
The ball out to number 18.
So Zeb Benson, who used to be the starting quarterback, takes this one.
Number 24.
Picks up 6 yards, and it's 3rd and short.
Gain of 5 on the play brings up a 3rd and a long 3 for Mountain Crest.
1 for 4 on 3rd down for Mountain Crest.
27-yard line.
And this one's 3rd and 3. 3rd and a solid 3. Veeder in the backfield. Lofthouse follows Veeder, then pops off tackle. Undercut up there at the 34-yard line. But he picks up 6, and it's a first down.
Spotted at the 34.
46 yards on 8 carries for Lofthouse. Got the start tonight in place of Benson. Benson played plenty on offense as a receiver. Caught the first pass of this second half. They're going with Lofthouse tonight. A couple of tight ends. They roll in tight. Now they hand it off to Lee on a little fly sweep, and there's nowhere for Lee to go. He kept floating, looking for a spot to turn it upfield, and there wasn't any. Loss of 3. 2nd and 13. And if you're Green Canyon, you know you can just keep those safeties and everybody up close to the line of scrimmage. Mountain Crest hasn't even tried to go over the top. Their longest pass completion of the night's been 7 yards. And a lot of that's running after the catch. There's a good one right there. Big hit, ball's free. Is it a catch? No, incomplete. It would have been 3rd down and 3. It was a pickup of about 10. And Lopez was hit just as he grabbed it, and they call it incomplete. Well, they are a couple of times tonight. They have run those receivers right into a defender. I don't know if the pass is a little late. I don't know if it's just bad luck for the receiver or if he's on the wrong level. But we've seen that happen a couple of times tonight where Mountain Crest receivers just run right into the defender coming right at him that way with his head turned. 14-10 Logan, just over 4 minutes left in the 3rd quarter in that one. As they lead Bear River visiting Logan. 3rd and 13, Lofthouse has got blockers. Lofthouse cuts it back inside, he's got a first down. He needed the 44, he got the 46. He got 15 yards.
Number 4, Carter Compton on the tackle for Green Canyon.
So Mountain Crest keeps it moving. Folger comes to the sideline. He's a little slow coming over to the sideline. Wonder if he's hurting a little bit. Here's the give to Veter. He pops it outside. Veter puts his head down, runs over the stick. Let's see where they say he stepped out. A gain of about 7 on first down.
Ball is spotted on the Green Canyon.
Veter's third carry of the night, 11 yards for Emilio Veter. One thing we haven't seen tonight is a big pass play to Elijah Jackson. Every time we've watched the Mustangs, we've seen Jackson with a long pass play. He's their leading receiver. And now whistles out on the field. If they have a problem with the chain or something, they're working on the chains over there on the far sideline. Veter's the leading rusher on this team. 26 carries, 208 yards, about 3 yards per carry, 2 touchdowns. Jackson, 9 catches for 168 yards coming into the night, 18.6 yards per catch and a touchdown. And Jackson leads the team in tackles and sacks. There's the give and another first down as the Mustangs come out swinging a hammer. As Oswald picks up 4. This is what they did on their drive when they scored their touchdown in the first half. They just methodically moved it downfield, mixed in a pass here and there. This drive is now 4 minutes old. They're at the 43-yard line of Green Canyon, trailing 10-6. First possession of the second half, and Lofthouse loses yards. He ran that read option. He probably should have give. He kept it. I think he read it wrong. 2-yard loss. Again, it's his first start. And those are things that come with experience. The junior, there was a big opening on the dive, and instead he pulled. So somehow he read the end crashing down, but he pulled it, and the end was right in his face. Four receivers and Veter in the backfield. Lofthouse flushed out of the pocket, big hole. Lofthouse upfield and has a first down. Ball's free. Again, Mountain Crest turns it over. And we got all sorts of whistles. Are they going to say he was down? They are not. Green Canyon recovers after a 12-yard run. Lofthouse stripped from behind, and another turnover from Mountain Crest, their 4th.
After the turnover, Green Canyon will take over first.
2 fumbles and an interception by Lofthouse. In his first start, he's done some good things, and he's had a little bit of trouble. 71 yards rushing for Lofthouse. And there's Jackson. No gain for Peterson.
Ball carrier number 28, Brandon Peterson.
Peterson 35 yards on 9 carries in the first half. Lundeen leading Green Canyon in rushing with 48 yards on 11 carries. Lundeen over the middle. It's going to be 3rd and 3 as he finds Baker for 7. Baker's second catch of the night. He's got 13 yards on those 2 grabs. 6 minutes to play in the third quarter, fast-moving third quarter. Mountain Crest had the ball and worked down to the 39-yard line of Green Canyon and then turned it over. Here's Peterson looking for an opening. It's going to be real close. I think he's got it.
Takes the bounce around the left side.
He needed 3. I think he got 4.
Getting 4 on the play after the first down.
And he's got the first down.
Terrell Lee on the stop for Mountain Crest.
3 of 7 now on third downs for Green Canyon.
Spotted on their own 45-yard line.
Lundeen, they're running a little screen, and Regan loses it. He's a little bit behind him as he was coming back toward the ball. He kind of had to reach to one side, but he still should have caught it. And he'll probably be the first one to tell you that.
For number 16,
and it's second down.
Brings up a 2nd and 10 for Green Canyon.
Regan's been quiet tonight. He's got the only touchdown of the night for Green Canyon. Pardon me. Here's the give to Peterson. No gain. 3rd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play.
Green Canyon quickly to the line on 3rd down and 10. 4-man rush. Lundeen unloads. A little bit behind his receiver again, and it's incomplete. Compton was kind of at his shoulder. He had to turn a little bit for it. Lundeen will have to go turn that dial a little bit.
Brings up a 4th down for Green Canyon. Lundeen back to punt.
Couple of passes, just a little,
number 2, Terrell Lee.
just a little off there on that one. His receivers couldn't come up with him, and so Lundeen will kick. Lee and Lopez back at the 21. Good kick. Over their heads and into the end zone. Too good a kick. 55 ends up being a 45-yard kick after the 35-yard kick after they walk it back out to the 20. Oh, Mountain Crest, it's another chance. In a 4-point ball game, but with 4 turnovers.
Carson Plumbing and Mechanical.
Well, Logan scored again. 21-10.
Hyrum Chevron, Icon.
Near the end of the 3rd quarter.
The logo shot.
The Grizzlies looking to go to 2-0 on the season. The region season.
We thank you for your generous
Here's Lofthouse.
Crest Athletics.
Give looks like it's Oswald.
Inside track play.
Picks up
number 18,
about 3.
Mason Anderson on the stop for the Wolves. Oswald advances the ball to the 24.
Mason Anderson
the gain of 4.
with the stop.
2nd and 6 for the Mustangs.
.425 and the clock runs here in this 3rd quarter in a 4-point ball game. Mountain Crest looking for their first region win. Mountain Crest looking for their first win against a team from Utah. Their only win came against Bonneville, Idaho. Pitch and catch. That's right at the sticks.
To number 2, Terrell Lee.
Terrell Lee
Tackle made by number 24.
looks like he's just short.
Just short of the yard to gain. Brings up a 3rd and 1. Ball spotted on the 29-yard line.
Lee's first catch of the night. Did a good job hauling that one in and kind of bobbled it a little and caught the back end of it. 3rd and 1. 3 of 6 on 3rd downs for the Mustangs. I would imagine they would just get up there and hit and go. Follow that center. Well, they're giving it to Veters, the first man through. He's got the 30-yard line and a first down.
Elijah Jackson, the ball carrier, powers it off the right side of center.
Went right at Big Garrett Herzog.
Ball be spotted just inside.
He gummed up the hole, but Veter was able to
tackle made by Cordell Coates.
Push forward just for enough. I mean, the ball is nose up on the 30. He barely got it. The Mustangs spread them out. Looking for the little inside pattern. He's got his man and he skips it.
Lofthouse pass falls short.
There's been a couple times tonight where Mountain Crest has had guys in space and they've missed him. Well, they saw him. They just couldn't get him the ball. That'll be part of Lofthouse's growth, the junior. Second and 10. I think Benson's in the backfield with Lofthouse now. He's the lead blocker. They give it to Veeder. 4 yards, and it's 3rd and 6. 5 carries, 16 yards for Veeder.
Number 4, Carter Compton, and number 48, Reese Humphreys on the tackle. Mount Crest
2 minutes to play in the third quarter. Green Canyon 10, Mountain Crest 6. Veeder in the backfield with Lofthouse on 3rd and 6. Lofthouse throws the completion. And his receiver doubled back trying to get away, and he's going to be a couple yards short, about 3 yards short.
Ball was spotted on the 38.5-yard line. Brings up a 4th and 1. Tackle made by number 11.
No, he's only going to be a yard short, so they gave him forward progress. Mountain Crest might go for it here. Their defenses looked like a Mountain Crest defense tonight. So they're showing a little bit of faith in their offense. Everybody in tight for Green Canyon. Oh, I think Green Canyon jumped. Offsides on the Wolves. First penalty of the second half, or either team. 6th penalty on Green Canyon. 1:07 to play in the third. 10-6.
Just inside the 44-yard line.
So Mountain Crest with a 3rd down conversion off a penalty. Oswald avoids trouble in the backfield and picks up 3. .36 seconds to play in the third quarter. Preston Lofthouse getting the start tonight as quarterback. Let's see. I've been doing football
after the short game. Number 48,
Cache Valley Media, either TV or radio, since I graduated 31 years ago. And I think that we've called a Lofthouse's name every year since. My producer said either there's a lot of Lofthouses or there's a 48-year-old guy out there that keeps playing every year. See if they snap the ball. They're not going to. They're going to head to the fourth quarter. 10-6. Our score after 3. Stick around for the fourth. Mountain Crest on the move, trailing by 4.
Hi, Cache Valley. This is Fernando over the Factory Pizzeria. We're running a special right now. We're giving a free nachos when you buy a large pizza with 3 toppings. Just mention this and you're gonna get a free nachos every time you come. The Factory Pizzeria is located in 119 South Main, below the Gias in the basement. Come see as soon as you can. Thank you.
(10-6) our score here as we head to the final 12 minutes of this one. Homecoming at Mountain Crest. How are they going to do the dance tomorrow night? finally, every dad will feel fine about sending their daughter to the dance because they can't get within 6 feet of their date. As the father of 3 daughters, social distancing has been great for me. It's been great for my peace of mind. Yeah, right. Like teenagers ever listen to anything anybody tells them. Now the MC up on the hill's lit up. The Mustangs aren't exactly lighting up the scoreboard, but they're in range in this one. A touchdown gives them the lead. They're on the 46-yard line, and they're going to try to get outside with Veter. Veter gets ahead of steam. Picks up 6.
Veter on the pitch.
6 carries, 22 yards for Veter, so just shy of 4 yards per carry.
Green Canyon will be 3rd and 1.
$131 yards rushing for Mountain Crest. They had 72 at the half. 3rd and 1. Boy, that one's going to all depend on the spot. He's really close. I believe it was Oswald, but that looks like where they're spotting it. It looks like he's going to get it. And they're moving the sticks. If it was 2nd and 1, he got 37 inches. Barely got it. But he got it. And Mountain Crest has all of a sudden crept up to 6 of 10 on 3rd downs. Benson and Lefevre into the ball game. And Jackson and Folger will come off. Again, that spread look, and Oswald in the backfield. They go up over top to Benson, and Lofthouse misses him. A little too tall for Benson. Lofthouse 6 of 12 for 30 yards and an interception. 2nd and 10. So they were patient. They finally decided to take a shot.
Covered by number 23.
And Lofthouse just a little bit too much on it. Jackson comes back into the ball game. Jackson is going to be split out to this side. Oh, Mountain Crest moved. The tackle on this near side started to go and thought, oh, I'm gonna disguise that by putting my hand down. Well, he came up out of his stance. Mountain Crest with their first penalty of the second half. And it's 2nd and 15. An incomplete pass on 1st down, a penalty on 2nd down. Those are drive killers. There's only so many more opportunities for Mountain Crest with their methodical offense. Still plenty of time left in this one with 10:35, but when you move the ball up and down deliberately like they do, it takes time. Ball's free on the turf. Lofthouse with a little pitch out to Veter. Veter breaks one tackle, and he's hauled down about the 34-yard line. And he picked up 7. It looked like he was tackled by his face mask, but there was no official there with a good view of it. Lofthouse and Veter made something out of nothing.
According to my vantage point. Number 23, Aiden Merrill on the stop.
3 catches, 15 yards for Veter. 3rd and 9.
3rd and 9.
And again, I think Mountain Crest is looking at 2 downs here. You don't need to get 9 all at once. Sure, you can. It'd be great if you do. They're thinking, I'm sure. Green Canyon needs to realize that as well. They may not go up top. Now they motion Veter out, see if they just run back behind him. No, they're going to throw it over the middle. Veter can't come up with it, and that one looked catchable.
Lofthouse pass intended for Emilio Veeder on the inside seam route.
Lofthouse has missed a couple of guys tonight, but that one looked like Veeder probably should have come up with it, and that would have been a first down plus. And Mountain Crest says, well, let's kick it and see if we can't pin them back with the defense. So the Green Canyon defense gets off the field, seemingly. Remember, Benson, who's the quarterback, is the punter. And he's going to kick it, high kick. See if Mount Crest can get to it before it gets to the end zone. They can't. Boy, if they were able to get that and pin it inside the 5, that would have made life difficult for Jake Lundeen and the Wolves, who are back out on the field now, hanging on to a 4-point lead, 10-6. See if they can get themselves a drive going. You know, Green Canyon wouldn't necessarily have to score, but if they could get a drive going that takes 5 or 6 minutes and flips the field position, that would make things tough on a Mountain Crest offense that relies on the running game.
Logan Oral Surgery, McDonald's of Hyrum, Members First Credit Union, Redwood.
Lundeen with Peterson behind him. They fake to the motion man, and Peterson picks up 5.
Crest thanks their silver sponsors.
.44 yards for Peterson on 13 carries. 9 minutes to play in the ball game.
Peterson on the carry in the previous play, gain 6, 2nd and 4 for Green Canyon.
Now the guy that went in motioned toward the line of scrimmage, and I think that's going to be the call. Yeah, he came in motion, then moved toward the line of scrimmage, and then went back into the backfield. Green Canyon now with their 7th penalty.
Again, Mustang fans, the concession
2nd and 9.
open on both ends of the stadium, and the Mustang Swag Shack is open directly under the celebration.
Lundeen stopped for a loss.
Play action.
Loses 2.
Snuffed out immediately.
Stockton Nielsen in there.
And number 30, Stockton Nielsen.
Now it's 3rd and 11.
Loss on the play brings up a 3rd and 11 for Green Canyon.
Green Canyon 3 of 7 on 3rd downs. Screen coming. And it's an incomplete pass, and Mountain Crest had it sniffed out. They have really made life difficult for Jake Lundeen. We've seen Jake Lundeen enough in the last 2 years to know that that kid can do some amazing things, but they have pretty much kept him bottled up tonight. He's got 46 yards rushing, 51 yards passing. And Mountain Crest will get the ball back. And not a lot of time came off the clock. Short kick, and it bounces straight up.
Takes a Mountain Crest.
That's only a 17, 18-yard punt. So Lundeen's not great night continues with the kick. It's just Mountain Crest has just made it tough for him tonight.
Sports Medicine, the official medical provider for Utah State Athletics and our Mountain Crest.
And the Mustangs have it at the 37-yard line. They need a touchdown. Trailing by 4. There's 8 minutes and 8 seconds to play in the game. Homecoming at Mountain Crest. Lofthouse on the design keep, maybe a yard. Mountain Crest embracing their reputation as the rural agriculture school in the valley. They had a big sign out here before the game. Welcome to the farm, or we're going to protect our farm. That's actually a great name for the stadium, the farm. Second and 10. Swing out to Veter. He's got running room in front of him. Picks up a little bit of a block, and he's down inside the 25-yard line. So his blocker, his teammate, could have just blown up the defender, and instead he held up and just kind of got in his way. And that was a smart play by whoever that receiver was, and that was good for 10 yards and a first down. Veter now 4 catches, 25 yards. They used to be able to do that kind of block, a peel back, little blind side block. You can't do that anymore. And as a player, you just foam at the mouth to get one of those. And that receiver held up and didn't do it. So the Mustangs get a first down, and Lofthouse has some more. It's hit low and goes down after 3. Lofthouse now with 75 yards rushing on 13 carries. The clock dips under 7 minutes to play in the ball game, and the Mustangs at the 24-yard line of Green Canyon. Jackson back into the game now. They used him in the first quarter. He had 3 carries for 10 yards. He's not caught a pass tonight. I don't think they've targeted him. They're not playing with any safety over the top. They're in a man defense. Lofthouse hesitates. He's hit in the backfield. No gain.
Quarterback keeper stopped by number 2, Jackson Curtis. Brings up a 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6. More like 7. And now we're under 6 minutes to play. The Mustangs taking their time. They would love to, there's 5:45 on the clock. They would love to score with 1 second left. They are not in any hurry. But right now they've got to get a first down on 3rd and 7. Jackson in motion. Lofthouse is going to keep it. He's got his man over the middle. First down. No, short. He looked like he had the first down. Then he came back. Instead of just getting upfield, it was Zeb Benson.
Pass is completed to
Pick up about 5. It's going to be 4th down.
tackle made by number 5, Cole 5.
Benson's second catch for 11 yards. 4th and 1, and yeah, Benson trying to make something happen. You see it all the time. Coaches will tell you, hey, just get your head down and get upfield. 4th and 1. Jumbo look in the backfield. They give it to Oswald. They give it to the smallest guy out there. I don't think he got it. Didn't look like he came close to getting it. I mean, Green Canyon had 11 guys packed in about 3 square feet, and they ran right at him. Turnover on downs. Didn't even measure it. So now the defense called upon to try to get the ball back for Mountain Crest. And Green Canyon with a chance to close out this ball game. See if Jake Lundeen can do it. We've seen him do so many amazing things with the game on the line. This Mountain Crest defense has been in his uniform with him tonight. 4:48 to play in the ball game. Lundeen comes out throwing. Pass is complete. It's 2nd and 1.
Gain of 9 on the play. Brings up a 2nd and 1. Pass caught by number 6, Caden Stewart.
Stewart with his first grab of the night.
Down by number 30, Stockton Nielsen.
Stockton Nielsen with another tackle. 2nd and a yard. Lundeen's going to keep. He's got a lead blocker. Turns the corner.
Takes the ball, sweeps around the left side.
Gets out to the 35-yard line. There's a Mustang down flat on his back at the 25.
Advances the ball to the 35-yard line.
He's okay. He was just mad that he didn't get in on the tackle. 7 yards for Lundeen.
Gain of 7 brings up a 2nd
53 yards on 13 carries for Lundeen.
Correction, a 1st down.
Green Canyon with 5 wide receivers. Mountain Crest jump. See if they were pulled off sides. They were not.
Offside the call against the Mustangs. 5-yard penalty.
Mustangs' 6th penalty of the night.
Ball will be spotted.
55 yards worth. Green Canyon has 7 penalties. 7 penalties for 70 yards. We're under 4 minutes and the clock's running. The Mountain Crest defense needs to make a stop, or 2 or 3. It's 1st and 5. They've slowed Green Canyon down all night. Now Jake Lundeen trying to close out this game. On 1st and 5, he throws a 4-yard pass to Peterson.
Peterson on the hitch pass. Emilio Vita on the quick tackle. Gain of 9 on the play, brings up a 2nd and 1. Ball spotted on the Green
7 of 16 for 64 yards and a pick for Lundeen. Second and 1 at the 44, and again, Green Canyon taking their time. We're down to 3 minutes to play in the ballgame. Stewart in motion. Lundeen in trouble. Jackson can't bring him down, and Lundeen just throws it away this time. He threw the pick earlier in this half on a play like that, and this time
receiver is number 16, Kyle Baker.
He said, yeah, I'm just throwing it away. 3rd and a yard. Was that earlier this half or late in the first half? It might have been in the first half. 3rd and a yard.
For Green Canyon.
That stops the clock with 2:48 left. Mountain Crest trying to hang on to their timeouts as much as they can. Lundeen pushes forward, and I think he's got a 1st down. 1st down.
Lundeen powers the ball for a gain of
Needed a yard, got a yard.
1st down. Be 1st and 10 on the 45-yard line with 2:44 remaining.
2:44 to play in the ball game, and the clock runs. Green Canyon just taking their sweet time. See how long Mountain Crest holds their timeouts. Probably after this play, they'll start calling them. Mustangs need to try to force a turnover. Green Canyon doing a good job working to close this thing out. What did I just say? Ball's on the turf. Mountain Crest looks like they have it. They do. Elijah Jackson.
First and 10 on the Green Canyon 49-yard line.
Green Canyon was just slowly turning off the light on the Mustangs, but Mountain Crest forces the fumble. They have the ball at the 49-yard line with 2:15 to play in the game. They got a quarterback making his 1st varsity start. He's had guys open tonight and missed him plenty of times. Let's see what they do with Preston Lofthouse in this offense. They need a touchdown, trailing by 4. And Green Canyon digging in defensively. Over the middle they go to Lopez. And Lopez plows over a defender and picks up 11.
Makes good yards after the catch. Picks up the 1st down and advances the ball down to the 38.
His 1st grab of the night.
Green Canyon.
Now we're under 2 minutes. All at the 38-yard line of Green Canyon. Lofthouse, double move. Looking for, is it Folger? Lots of contact down there, but both of them were fighting each other.
Lofthouse in the play action. Tempted pass to Zeb Benson on the left
It was
side.
Zeb Benson he was looking for. 18. At 8 and at 5 look a lot alike.
Pass falls incomplete.
Pass is
Brings up a
incomplete.
second
Stops
and
the
10.
clock with 1:42 to play. Here's Folger
On the
coming into the
coverage for
ball
Green
game.
Canyon, number 5, Cole Fife.
Benson will come out. Veeder also into the game. See if they try to mix it up here and catch him for a run. Still 6 in the box. Lofthouse beats the blitz. Tackled out of bounds just short of the 30.
Pass on the keeper off the left side. Picks up some good yardage.
He's at the 32, so he picks up about 6.
Ball spotted on the 32.
81 yards on 15 carries for Lofthouse, and he got out of bounds. Ball to 32. They need the 28, so
brings up a third and
4.
for the Mustangs.
Mountain Crest 7 of 12 on 3rd down. Dave Caressa and Adam Kennedy out there on the sidelines calling the plays from downstairs. Here they come on a blitz. Lofthouse keeps it. He's got the 30. He needed the 28. 2 yards for Lofthouse. 4th and the ball game coming up.
4th and 2. We have a timeout.
And they're going to call a timeout and stop the clock.
Mountain Crest fans, remember at the conclusion of the game,
Green Canyon needs to defend 6 feet.
Go onto the track or playing field. Please
Mountain Crest needs to gain 6 feet.
Again, fans at the
Green
conclusion
Canyon
of the
needs
game,
to
we
stop
ask
them.
that no spectators go onto the track or the playing field.
When you break the game down like that, it sounds crazy, doesn't it? They need 6 feet. The other team needs to stop them from getting 6 feet.
Players, please meet at the north end zone. Freshman football
And that's
players,
just to keep this drive going.
please meet
Mountain Crest
at the
still,
north
even
end
if they
zone.
picked up that 2 yards, they still need to get
Mountain
28
Crest
more
would like to
yards.
thank their
There's a
bronze sponsors,
minute 23
ABL,
left on the
Best
clock.
Leadership,
Mountain Crest
Face Banner, America First
using
Credit
one of their
Union,
timeouts here.
Baldwin Family Dental, Bank of Utah, BioWest, CAPSA, Child and Family Eye Care, Kennington Epic Sports, New Horizons Beauty College, Pepsi, Propel Trampolines,
Folger comes
Thompson
off.
Family Orthodontics,
Jackson's
and
in.
Woodward Financial
Oswald's in.
Company. We thank you for your generous support.
4th down in the ball game for Mountain Crest. Lofthouse keeps it. Got it. They may measure it, but that's pretty dang close. Let's see.
Lofthouse keeps the ball.
Where are they
Looks from
spotting
here
it?
like it's enough for the first down. Proceed to the road.
They're looking at it.
Tackle made by
First down.
And that is enough for a Mountain Crest first down.
So Mountain Crest still alive. 1st and 10 on the 28. Just inside the 28. Needed 6 feet. He got 6.5. Got 6 in a football. Clock's running. Approaching a minute to play. Mountain Crest trails 10-6. Lofthouse in trouble. And just lets it go. And they're going to say, hey, he's throwing it.
Pass rolled and incomplete by Lofthouse.
And a flag on the far sideline. It's going to be a sideline warning against Green Canyon, as they thought that the ball game was over, that they had caused the turnover. Sideline warning on Green Canyon.
Against Green Canyon.
So they're not marching off any yards, if that's the first one. Lofthouse, 10 of 19 for 63 yards and an interception. crazy. Mountain Crest that's how well they played defensively tonight. They've turned the ball over 4 times. They're down by 4, and they've got a chance here. They played really well defensively. 57 seconds on the clock, 2nd and 10. They were trying a double move on the last pass play. Lofthouse in trouble. Has a man. It's Lefevre. First down.
Lofthouse on the scramble against the ball. So Nick Lefevre.
14 yards.
Takes the ball down to the 14-yard line and picks up a first down.
Clock's running, 35 seconds. Pass underneath to Lopez at the 10.
Lofthouse dumps the ball.
You got to take a timeout.
Lopez. Ball advances to the 11-yard line.
Got a flag on the far sideline.
And a timeout by the Mustangs.
There's a flag on the far sideline. Let's see what the call is. I think it's against Mountain Crest. Illegal shift against Mountain Crest.
Illegal shift against the Mustangs.
So take away that pass play.
Keep the first down. With 29 seconds on the clock. It'll be a 2nd and 15, and the ball will be spotted.
There's 29 seconds on the clock. The ball at the 19-yard line of Green Canyon. Field goal does you no good. Mountain Crest has to get the end zone. Green Canyon, I'm sure, knows that they got to defend that 28 yards. The end zone becomes a little bit more of a defender now that you're inside the 20. Ball's at the 19. It's actually at the 19. Logan beats Bear River 21-18. That one's a final. And this one's going to come down right down to the end here in Hyrum. It's homecoming at Mountain Crest. Both of these teams 0-1 in region play. Green Canyon is 2-3. Mountain Crest is 1-4. Mountain Crest has played really well defensively. And Green Canyon's defense has made some plays tonight. They've forced 4 turnovers. They'd love to force one more. Lofthouse in trouble. Throws it downfield. It's complete, but it's a loss of about 4 yards. And another timeout. He's better off just putting it in the dirt. Lopez caught it. I think it was Lopez. He caught it, and he lost about 4 yards. And there's 19 seconds left. I think that's the last timeout for Mountain Crest.
Back to the 23-yard line.
They're going to have to move Lofthouse around. They're going to have to try to move him, get him to the edge, I think. Because he's not getting time on a straight drop. His first start, he's a junior, his first start. He's had his miscues, he's fumbled it a couple of times, thrown an interception. Missed some open guys. You'll see all that in film, but he's also provided a little bit of a spark. 85 yards on 17 carries. It's a little bit different look than what you had with Benson. Benson could run the ball. And he had some games where he ran the ball. Lofthouse seems like he's a little bit more of a scrambler type. Now Green Canyon's playing a high safety. Too much time. Wait, and too many guys on the field for Mountain Crest, I think. You just come out of a timeout. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You just come out of a timeout. You got 12 guys on the field. They still have 12 guys on the field. Now they get one of them off.
Another 5-yard penalty. Remains second down.
And the Mustangs had it down near the 10-yard line. And a couple of penalties later, and here we are. Green Canyon says, thank you very much. We'll take those extra yards. Lofthouse over the top. Too big and a late hit. No flag.
Lofthouse pass intended for number 1, Nick Lefevre.
That's Lefevre. And I don't think I'm not saying that was a late hit, should have been a late hit penalty. I'm saying he hit him late in the play, right after the ball got there. I think that was a good hit. And it's 3rd and long for the Mustangs. They need to get down to the 4-yard line. They're at the 28. It's 3rd and 24 with 14 seconds to play. I don't think they have any more timeouts left. They don't show that on the board here. If the ball gets to the middle of the field, let's see if they can get one play off. Lofthouse. Underneath, has his man out of bounds. He's out of bounds at the 11. 5 seconds to play.
Pass completed. Down to the 10-yard
17 yards. 5 seconds to play, and this is the ball game.
With 5.9 seconds.
4th and 6. Here we go. 4th and 6, 5.9 seconds on the clock. Ball at the Green Canyon 10. Mountain Crest down by 4. Lofthouse throws it. Caught! But that's it. That's the time. It was caught at the 2. It would have been a first down, but that's the end of the game.
And time has expired.
Time expires. And Mountain Crest, we talked about 6 feet. Mountain Crest is 6 feet short. That's the ball game. Green Canyon spoils homecoming for the Mustangs. 10-6 your final. Came right down to the wire here in Hyrum. We hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time on the Valley Channel.
Again, fans.
The Game of the Week on the Valley Channel is brought to you by Icon Health and Fitness, changing lives with fitness innovation. Wendy's of Cache Valley, it's way better than fast food, it's Wendy's. Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology, bring back what you have been missing. Palmer Home Furnishings, our low overhead means higher quality at lower prices. Aspen Dental, get that gorgeous smile you've always wanted. Custom Fence Company, privacy, security, peace of mind. Anderson Seed and Garden, growing better gardeners. The Logo Shop, we logo stuff, all kinds of stuff. KSM means music. Music is all we do. The Factory Pizzeria, we're open late after the game. And the Valley Channel, Cache Valley's TV station for over 30 years.